how to start your own financial education business with yours truly, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the working class. Let me just make sure that I have all of my devices up. Definitely want to make sure that I can at least see some of your comments on Facebook. If you are the type of person that is serious about entrepreneurship and you want to build a business in 2020, especially in the financial education space, and you come to the right place, man. I'm going to show you guys how you can build up to $1,000 monthly residual in your first 30 to 60 days in partnership with us. And normally I have to give an income disclaimer because I can't guarantee you that. But however, if you're serious, I will guarantee you that, and if not, I will personally refund your money. Now, this has nothing to do with the company that I'm going to show you that we've decided to partner with in this space, but I am so confident in my system and our ability and our team, our coaching, our leadership, the platform that we're using, our 21-day action plan that we have for all of our new affiliates. I'm so confident in that, man, that if you bring some ambition, if you bring some time to actually execute, and if you are coachable, yeah, I can guarantee you can hit $1,000 monthly residual in your next 30 to 60 days. So that's what we're going to talk about today, man. So let me just do this. I've got some folks coming in our waiting room in the actual webinar room. Do me a favor, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Drop the name of your business and or your brand. And if you know of people who need to see this kind of education, this kind of information, go ahead and hit the share button, and we're going to go ahead and get this party started, man, because listen, I don't want to delay any further. Time is our most precious resource, and the last thing I ever want to do is waste any of my time, and I definitely don't want to waste your time either. So hopefully Dawn can hear me over there in the actual webinar room. So let's get into it, man. So why a financial education business? Because too many of us are working way too hard and we're spinning our wheels, not because we're not intelligent, not because we don't have discipline, not because we're not willing to work hard and put forth the effort, but because we just don't know the rules of the wealthy. So we're going to be talking about that today. For those of you who are tuning in and you don't really know me, my name is H Cortez. I'm a wealth strategist, author, serial entrepreneur, and for the last 5 years, it's been my mission to empower you economically through financial literacy with a strong emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. And you guys are going to see how I've been able to build a personal brand around financial education with some practical yet proven wealth building strategies that we all need to know and take advantage of in our own personal lives. But then we need to be in position to educate those around us, starting with our immediate families first, and then ultimately with our extended family, then our community, and then the nation at large. But it all starts with you. So we're talking financial education. So we got you, Yosef from Charlotte in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't be afraid to comment where you're from, and also drop the name of your business and or your brand in the chat if you're already in business. So what we believe is when you start a business, especially here in America, we're going to talk about 4 things that you have to overcome personally. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go through what you need to do personally, and then I'm going to show you the product that we have to solve these problems, and then I'm going to show you how you can make a boatload of money with this business if you are serious and you're committed to taking a few actions. So we call this our countdown to financial freedom. Number 1, you've got to understand that if you don't deal with taxes, you're going to struggle financially, right? Taxes is your biggest expense, so you got to know how to minimize your taxes. We're going to show you a system that will allow you to legally, ethically, and morally minimize your taxes. Number 2 is your debt. If you have not figured out that debt is robbing you of your ability to build wealth, for your family, that is. Now, you're not being robbed of your ability to build wealth because you're actually building wealth with every dollar that comes in and through your hands, right? But what's happening is you're building wealth for somebody else's family. We want to show you how to build wealth for your family. And when you get out of debt, in fact, when you reposition yourself to where you have enough money to start being the lender and not the borrower, now interest isn't so bad, right? Then you got to understand how to deal with big biz. Or in other words, your expenses. Are your expenses getting the best of you and causing you to really not be where you want to be financially? Big business is a huge industry and enterprise, and they are the primary reason that we can't go into the store and buy off our shopping list without picking up some extra items in the checkout line, right? So they know how to separate us from our money. So you got to get big business or your expenses under control, right? And then last but not least, credit. Credit is challenging a lot of us personally, and because we are challenged personally with credit, we are also not being challenged. Because we're being challenged personally, we don't even know anything about using credit to build businesses or using credit to buy or build assets, right? And I want to show you guys how all of that is possible, but it starts with your own personal financial situation. So taxes, debt, big business, and credit are the 4 challenges that you must overcome. I'm going to show you a system that will help you overcome all 4 of those challenges here in a second, right? Now, let's talk about the fact that we are in America, right? If you don't have a business in America, you might as well be a foreigner in your own country, right? America was built for business people, by business people, and to benefit business people. Point blank, period. I mean, you can argue with me all you want. I didn't make the rules. I'm just learning how to use the rules to my benefit. So let's take a look at an important fact that you have to deal with in this country, right? How you make your money in America determines how you're taxed, right? If you make your money with a W-2, aka a job only, you're taxed the most, 28 to 33%, right? I didn't make this up. This is law, right? This is government. This is documented facts. If you make your money with a job only, you're gonna pay the highest taxes. That's all that simply means. If you make money with a 1099, or in other words, a business, net effective taxes on you is 18 to 23%. Again, I didn't make it up, but just studying and starting to understand and look at this, already I'm saying, okay, if this is true, what do I need to do to start making my money this way instead of making it this way so I pay less in taxes? And then if you make money with money, i.e. invest, then you're going to pay less than 15% in taxes. So here's the challenge that most of us have to deal with, right? It's simple. Right now, 95% of America is right here. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you won't ever hear us bashing a job. We say be thankful for your job, just don't be satisfied. So you'll never hear us job bashing. But what we do encourage people to do is, if this is a place where you are taxed the most, taxes is your largest expense, and you're struggling financially because a third of your income is going to taxes, it only makes sense for you to figure out how to migrate to this situation right here. So remember, we said how you make your money in this country determines how you're taxed. So what we do in our financial education business is we put you in business that you're going to run from your home. Because you're running your business from your home, the first thing that you're going to be able to do is qualify for a $200 to $600 per month pay raise on your job. Why? Because when you have a business and you work a job, you're in position for your job to legally take less money out of your paycheck. and wanted to show you the system on how you can make this happen. In fact, I'll share a link with you at the end, and you can go and actually get a solid estimate of what your pay raise could be. So just remind me in the chat, share the link, and then I'll share that with you guys later. So day one of you starting this personal and this financial education business, you get an increase in your take-home pay anywhere from $200 to $600 per month is the national average. Now, we talked about those 4 things, right, that you've got to overcome. Taxes, debt, big biz, credit, / investing, right? Those are the 4 challenges that you got to overcome, right? So if we can get you a $200 to $600 pay raise in your own personal bank account, money from your job that's going to taxes right now, that money comes back to you. That $200 to $600, now you're starting to take care of that challenge. But then you can use some of that money to minimize your debt, right? So now we're starting to take this challenge. If you put an extra $300 a month on your car note, how fast does the car note disappear? Right? You got an extra $200 to $600 a month that you're putting on your student loan debt. Does the student loan debt disappear? What about those credit cards? You got an extra $300 a month that you're applying to your credit cards. That disappears super fast, right? So we're already, because you started a business, we haven't even made any money in business yet. Just because you move from this quadrant or this situation and you've added a 1099, you're already changing and repositioning yourself in capitalism. So the benefit of that is a $200 to $600 pay raise. You take that extra money and you start using it to eliminate your debt. Then you're going to look at your expenses and see where you can minimize some of those. Now, I'm not foolish enough to believe that you're going to cut out cable and Netflix, and if you smoke cigarettes, you're going to stop smoking cigarettes overnight. What I'm saying, though, is there's probably some things that you are allowing your money to get away from you. When I looked at my bank statements over a 90-day period, I found $100 a month bleeding from my account to subscriptions that I couldn't even access anymore. So those are some of the things that we're talking about. So now you're going to minimize your expenses. The best way to minimize your expenses is to attack your credit. See, a lot of us got car notes, we've got houses, we've got furniture debt, we've got insurance premiums. All of those things were based on the credit that we had when we first got involved in those things. So you could be driving a car for the last 2 years. When you got that car, your credit wasn't the best. They financed it anyway. You knew the interest was high, but you purchased it anyway because you needed a way to and from work, right? We're not mad at that. But now that you know that your credit can be improved, why not fix your credit and then go back and refinance that car loan? Maybe the car note goes from $450 a month to $250 a month. You just put another $200 per month back into your household. Same thing can happen with your mortgage, right? We know lenders that will finance you for a house and your credit is below 600. 580 is the bare minimum, I think, right? At a 580 credit score, you go finance a house for $100,000, you're easily going to pay $400,000 for that house, right? And I'm not mad if you found yourself in that situation. Hey, you want to own a piece of America, you made some moves, you made it happen, but why not fix your credit, then go back and refinance that loan and bring that interest rate all the way down, and maybe your house payment goes from $1,200 a month down to $800 a month. See, this is one of the biggest ways that you can minimize your expenses is through fixing credit. All right, and I'm going to show you our system, how we get all of this done with one single solitary membership, right? So now, this is what we call cash flow management. That's our strategy number 1. Our strategy number 2 is at some point you want to develop some business income. Now, just repositioning yourself in capitalism, you benefit in a bunch of different ways. We talked about the $200 to $600 pay raise on your job. What about things that you're spending money on right now today, like cell phone bill, right? Internet, rent if you're renting, utilities, right? Miles you're putting on your vehicle, right? Travel, right? What about those little whippersnappers that run around your house calling you mama and daddy? See, when you reposition yourself in capitalism as a business owner, now a lot of the things that you're spending money on every single day become legal, ethical, and moral tax deductions. So this is another $12,000 to $15,000 in savings on average just because you positioned yourself in capitalism as a business owner. We haven't even showed you how you're going to make the money yet. Just the position of a business owner has already saved you $12,000 to $15,000 in taxes. Put an extra $200 to $600 per month back into your pocket, right? This deduction alone right here, $12,200, you can pay your kids for helping you in your home-based business, and that's a tax write-off. That's $12,200 per year per child that's helping you in business under 17 years old. How many of you guys got kids under 17 years old, right? So tax write-offs is another reason you want to position yourself as a business owner, but we are the company that's helping you maximize and take advantage of this strategy, right? And then last but not least, investment income, right? Why is investment income so important? Because at some point, you're either not going to want to work, you're not going to be physically able to work, or you're not going to be wanted by an employer to work, but you're still going to need an income. So people always ask, Cortez, what do we invest in? I don't know. Could be real estate, could be cryptocurrency, could be paper assets, could be precious metals. That part is up to you. But the reason you're not investing right now is it only comes down to two things. You're either scared or you don't have the money to invest. Well, our system will educate you on what the proper perspective and terminology when it comes to investment. So you'll get educated on risk mitigation and all that kind of stuff, right? Then our system of repositioning you in capitalism will help you free up the money to invest, right? So this is where you are and where you want to be. So how does our financial education program actually help you as a business owner build a $1,000 monthly residual in the next 30 to 60 days? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's how our system works, guys. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet because we actually have a team meeting right after this, right? So here's how our system works. Our system offers 4 main tools to help you build your finances. We have Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. What are these 4 services, right? We talked about the 4 challenges that you have to overcome. Money Max. These are the guys that are going to help you leverage your position in capitalism as a business owner to get all of your write-offs squared away. So they're going to help you legally lower your taxes. They're going to give you the tax by app so you can record all of your tax deductions properly. They're going to help coach you through the process of transitioning not only mentally, but also on paper from an employee only to an employee plus business owner, because when you add business ownership to your position in capitalism, you have a lot of benefits that most of us have never been taught to understand, right? So Money Max, this is your tax strategy. Credit Max, well, we know what that is. Build, repair, and protect your credit, right? That's self-explanatory. Upload your credit reports and these guys will go to work. I had a colleague of mine that I heard give his testimony yesterday. He was already at 790 or 792 or something with his credit report. uploaded it to these guys anyway, and they took them from a 792, and his score went up another 11 points. Come on. If they can do that with somebody who's already got pretty darn good credit, what can they do with someone who doesn't have the best credit, right? On average, they're seeing anywhere from 50 to 150 point increases in people's credit score. Then you have Equity Max. This is your debt resolution. Right? They're going to take your same budget that you have right now and show you how to systematically tweak how and when you make your payments to the same creditors that you have right now, but they're going to get you out of debt in a third to half the time with their proprietary system, right? All you do is upload where you are financially, your income, your expenses, your debts, your assets, your liabilities, everything, and they're going to crunch the numbers and say, hey, send you a statement every single month. Pay this in this form and this amount, and in X amount of days, you're going to be free from this debt, right? And then last but not least, you have Wealth Max. This is your asset team, right? You want to learn how to accumulate assets. These are the guys that you want to connect with. Private reserve banking, land banking. You want to get double-digit returns on your investments. You need these guys in your corner. So this is what's in our membership that we call Financial Edge. Financial Edge membership sells for $80 per month, right? This $80 per month covers a husband and wife. So Cortez, how can we build a business around this Financial Edge product? It's quite simple. Every time you sell a Financial Edge product, you're going to earn a $40 commission, right? When you sell 3 Financial Edge memberships, your own Financial Edge membership becomes free, right? When you sell your 4th Financial Edge membership, you not only get the $40, but you also get a $10 monthly residual. And that's from your 4th person and beyond. So as you can see, we have a product that everybody needs. Not only do we have a product that everybody needs, most people actually want it. See, we all know there's a difference between something that people need and something that people want, right? A lot of people need to eat better, maybe lose a few pounds. But the ones who want it, you can find them in the gym regularly actually working to make it happen. Same thing with us. There's a lot of people we know need this. Statistically, 3 out of 4 people in this country are living paycheck to paycheck. That don't mean everybody is actively looking for solutions, right? But there's enough of them are who, if you position this in front of them, they say, you know what? I need a tax strategy. I need to rebuild my credit. I need to get out of debt. I need to start building some generational wealth for my family, right? If you position this, $80 per month covers a husband and wife. Guys, a lot of places you can't even get credit repair for $80 a month, right? Not a professional team doing it for you. So this membership has value and it pays a great residual when you market the membership, right? There's another way that we get paid though that I definitely want to share with you before we get out of here. Because while I love the fact that this membership has value and it pays a great commission per sale, I also like the fact that I can build a team of affiliates. It's kind of like if I became a real estate agent with Keller Williams, right? And I started selling houses and getting a nice commission from my efforts with Keller Williams. And then I say, you know what? This is nice, but if I don't sell a house, I don't make any money. What if I go out and I find 4 or 5 other people who also want to be real estate agents, and I actually train them up on how to become a real estate agent in the Keller Williams system? right? Keller Williams says, hey, that's great because that's going to make us all a little bit more money. And because you brought them in, because you trained them on our system, every time they sell a piece of real estate, you're going to earn a small portion of that commission. Great. Well, our system works the exact same way. When you introduce somebody to our business opportunity, you're going to earn $50 on your first introduction, right? So when I did this, I earned my $50. This is me. But then they said, Cortez, you can go out and sell as many financial edge memberships as you want. We're going to pay you $40 every time on your first 3. And then after your first 3, we're going to pay you $40 plus $10 monthly residual. But if you also know people who are looking for a way to make some extra money, you can introduce them to our business opportunity and we'll pay you for that too. So, So I went out and I got me 6 or 7 customers, and that was great. And then I started telling people about the opportunity to make some extra money. And lo and behold, man, there are millions of people out here who type on YouTube or Google every single day how to make money from home, how to start my own business, how to make money online. People are looking for opportunities, right? So they said, Cortez, the first thing you want to do is go out and find you 3 people that want to build a business in the financial education space. Say, great. So if you do that, you're going to earn $50 per person. And they said, all you got to do is you tell them what it is that we do. We train them. We got you covered. You bring them to the table, and we're going to help them have success. So I said, okay, so I make $50 per person. So if I told 3 people I make $150, they said, yeah. They said, but by the way, we like to move with speed and a sense of urgency. If you tell these 3 people in your first 30 days, we'll throw in a momentum bonus of $150. I said, so wait a minute. I can tell 3 people to make $150, but if I do it in my first 30 days, I'll make an extra $150? They said, yeah. I said, oh man, that's dope. All right. So I said, well, if that's the case, you're giving out this kind of money, it must cost $1,000 to get started in something like this. I said, no, it's not that expensive. $228, then $120 per month to maintain your membership. I said, so let me get this straight. $228 to get started, $120 per month will cover my back office, my tools, everything that I need to continue to have success with this business. They said, yeah. I said, so when I tell 3 people about this opportunity, I'm going to make $150. If I do it in my first 30 days, I made $300 in my first 30 days, which covers the cost that I joined, because that's how I'm looking at things. Anytime I make any type of business move, any type of investment, the first thing I'm looking for is how quickly or what does it take for me to get my money back. So 3 people in my first 30 days makes me a $300, so I got my $128 back with a little bit of profit. Then I start looking at, okay, how do I get rid of this $120 per month? Because everything that I do, I always wanted to pay for itself. How quickly can I get into profit? And I said, hey, if you did this, Cortez, this goes away. I said, how does it go away? Because 3 people in your first 30 days, and add to that 1 customer on the $80 per month program, now you locked in a daily guarantee of $5 per day, or in other words, $150 per month guaranteed. I said, wait a minute. I go out and get 1 customer. I bring in 3 other affiliates who want to build a business with this thing. If I do this in my first 30 days, I'm going to get an extra $150. They said, yeah. So that's $350 or $300 just for that activity, $40 for my first customer. So $340 if I do this in my first 30 days. And I got $150 per month guaranteed, so I don't even have to pay the $120 a month. They said, yep, that's exactly right. So I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be some catch. What if I don't do it in 30 days? What if it took me 60 days? I said, great. If you do it in 60 days, you won't get your 150 momentum bonus, but you still locked in a guaranteed 150 per month. And that's all I needed to hear. Because if there's a way that I can quickly get rid of my business overhead, that means all of my activities is pure profit. So then they went on and said, now, since you understand what it is that we do, if you teach your team how to go out and build a team, they can do the same thing that you did. So this person can go find 3, and they can all go find 3 each, right? They said if I did this, help these 3 find 3 in 60 days, they'll pay me another $450 momentum bonus. See, they like to build with speed, right? So this is 60 days for me, but this is their first 30 days for them. I was like, that is powerful, right? So I love that about this system. And then if we duplicate it once more and do that in 90 days, that's another $900 momentum bonus. So within my first 3 months, I have the ability to not only get my overrides on all of this activity, but also make $1,500 in momentum bonuses. That's an average of $500 per month. Guys, this is just a couple of the ways that the company pays. Car bonus, presidential bonus, coded overrides, team residuals. It gets bananas. But as you can see, just with a handful of people building a network with you, you can not only earn your initial investment back, you can also cover your monthly fee. And their daily guarantees are phenomenal. I get a text every single day at 4 p.m. Central Time that says you just earned $20 today, right? Because I'm at the $600 per month level, which I didn't show you because at this point, it goes from $150 for your first level, $600 per month guaranteed for your second level, and then the third level is $900 per month guaranteed. So I know what you're saying, man. A lot of people are saying, Cortez, those kinds of business models don't work, right? I have to ask you, who are you getting your advice from, right? The direct sales or referral marketing business is, in the United States alone, bigger than Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, and Major League Hockey combined. Somebody's making this business model work. We just have to get in the game and learn how to play. So that's it for this opportunity, man. If you're serious and you want to learn more about what it is we do, how we do it, you want to see the product website, you want to get a better understanding, you want to get on the phone with some of our leaders, ask some questions, all of that is valid, man. And in fact, if you didn't do any of that stuff and you wanted to join the team, I'd be a little skeptical of you because you're not doing your due diligence. We encourage you to do your due diligence. So get back with the person who got you on this webinar, and they're actually going to walk you through our process. They're going to show you the back office. They're going to show you the team website. They're going to show you everything that we have to build this business and make sure that you're going to have success. Yes, you're going to be in this business as an independent business owner, but you'll be part of the fastest growing team in the entire company, and we'd be excited to have you. We only require that you bring 3 things to the table. You have to be ambitious. You have to have at least an hour per day, 5 days a week to make this work, right? You got to put some time in, y'all. Most of the people who say these kinds of businesses don't work never put any time in. I've been doing this for 5 years. Got a solid monthly residual income already built up. This is a second company that I'm building, and I'm super fired up about building another solid monthly residual income, guys. And I want to help you guys do the same thing. Get you a solid monthly residual income. The sky's the limit, man. You talking $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, $10,000 a month residually. You can start real estate. You can start other traditional businesses. You got to get some good cash flow and capital though. right? When's the last time you were able to go to a bank and get a loan to start a business? Probably never, right? And it's not getting any easier. But if you build your own cash cow, now you got your own money to parlay into other endeavors. So get back to the person who got you on this webinar, and they're going to get you squared away with everything that you need to get your question answered. If you are like most people, you fall into 3 categories. And number 3 says, hey, I'm not interested at all. And number 2 says, I already have a business, I just don't have those 4 maxes in my corner. Is there a way I can get just the membership? Absolutely. $80 a month, you get the 4 maxes. They'll help you with your current business. They'll help you with your credit. They'll help you get out of debt. They'll help you build wealth. $80 a month if you're a number 2. Number 1 says, you know what? I love to be a part of this team, man. Sounds like you guys are going places. You got some foundational things in place, some trainings, some systems that I can plug right into and just bring my ambition to the table. Yeah, if you're number 1, then all you gotta do is respond to the person who got you on this webinar. Let them know if you're a 3, 2, or 1, and they've got you covered from there. So, till we talk to you next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it, but more importantly, you deserve to do it. Each and every single one of you. Now, hustle up.